Hi, my name's Jim. I'm 58 years old and I just started down the path to get my private pilot's license. We're on the 6-mile drive from Highway 65 down to the Branson Airport terminal where I'm going to meet up with my friend Spencer from Yale Aviation and go for a flight. Come along!
Lima Branson Tower 14, clear for takeoff, resume on navigation.
14, clear for takeoff, November 829 Lima. Okay, here we go, gang. Brakes are off. Here we go. Wheels on the floor. No, at 58, it's still instinct to want to drive with the yoke.
And we slowly let it out. Lower
50.
than that. There you go.
And she's wanting to fly at 60. Here we go. Pump it up. Alright, here we go. A little bit of wind.
Oh, that's good. So if you look outside, you see our nose. So it's not exactly pointed down the runway, but we're still kind of tracking down the runway.
Right.
So what we're doing is crabbing.
Right.
So a little bit of crabbing to the wind.
$1,900. Here we go. Want to go off to the right?
Off to the right. A little bit of right rudder. Yeah, notice how you're pulling it up.
Yeah.
You want it to drop to the right a little bit. That bank in there.
And that's the part that I don't do, apparently. Concentrating on sweeping that horizon, and I don't get enough bank angle in it.
You just want it to kind of course on over. Instead of like abruptly stopping every now and then.
Right.
You just hold it there. Alright, we're a little bit past west. There you go. Oh, ain't too bad.
Alright. Much better.
The thing about turns is you want to stay coordinated during the turn.
To turn you up just a little bit. Where do I do that at?
You could turn me up right about here. Check, check. Check, 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 check.
That's better.
That's better? Okay. Don't want to go too far, too close to PLK, so let's do like a left. Yeah, and we're coming up on 3,500. Oh, go ahead and level out. I just want you to do like a continuous left turn.
You want to go to that bug? Alright.
Alright, so pitch power trim for the, when we reach altitude. So we're kind of cruising, you know, in a climb still.
Right, so you want to pull it out a little bit?
But we want to pitch down a little bit until we speed up. And then we'll apply a little bit of trim.
So where you want to end up with speed-wise?
About 105.
105.
So then we can trim down a little bit so we don't have to constantly push on the yoke. There you go. And then we can bring that power out.
It's touchy.
This is 1510. You know, you can exit at Charlie to the ramp. Stay with me.
Charlie to ramp.
Oh,
The
idea is that you set this and then you trim away the control pressure so that when you let go, it stays put.
Sir, you were cleared to the Alpha Tango Whiskey Airport as filed on departure
We always trim for airspeed.
Yep, I gotta go down here.
Departure frequency of Springfield will be 2635. And squawk 1.
Okay.
Now we can start bringing that power on.
Now we can.
Branson Airport as pilots 5,230 and 10.
Where are we coming back down to? About
2300.
23?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Appreciate it, thanks.
Retrim? Because
We should be good. We still need to get back down to 3,500 foot if we want to keep altitude. And we don't want to be turning, right? But to hold our heading. So let's keep the nose down.
there's a lot to be looking at when you're up here. I mean, there's a lot to be watching.
Alright, see how we're in a bank right now?
Yeah.
Kind of bring it back level.
I don't know if that's because I put my arm on the armrest here. I'm not sure why I do that, but I seem to want to.
Well, you put your arm on the armrest, and then you kind of sit there and hold it. You notice how I'm just kind of always applying a pressure.
Yeah.
It's gonna want to keep doing that. I'm always applying a pressure. So, best way we control an airplane is 2 fingers and a light touch. That's the professional way.
Okay.
So if I just sit here with a couple fingers, I just kind of recognize what the airplane is doing, and then controlling it into what I need it to do. I can, and then just let go, and it'll pretty much stay there, and you make adjustments from there.
Right. So that's a habit I think I've already created that I need to break. I need to get rid of that habit. It's a beautiful day.
It really is. Alright, let's do a left turn. Let's get some practice in that left turning.
Alright, so how about we practice like we're doing a clearing turn? How about that? Does that work?
That'll work.
Alright, so we're going to take a good look out here, and then I'm going to raise this wing over here, make sure nothing's coming that way. And I'm going to raise this wing here, make sure not anything hiding there. And then we're going to make us left about 90 degrees here. And we're coming up on our 90 degrees. We're going to roll around. Alright. Back to level here. And we're going to go back another. Man, it is gorgeous up here. Now we're going to go back to the west again. Constantly looking for people. And we're going to roll out. And I didn't look to see what my altitude was when I left, but
It was 3,600. You're pretty good.
would have passed that part of the test, I guess. That way you can take a look. And then we're going to try and watch that a little bit this time. So I'm at 3480, then we're starting this. That's more about a 20 degree turn right there, right?
That works.
Am I looking at right?
That works. You can also see a representation of your standard rate of turn by the turn rate indicator right there.
Yeah. Okay.
And if you look, it'll represent roughly 15 degrees.
We'll roll out. We went 90 degrees. Look again. We're going to head back to the west. 20 degrees. See, this is one of the things you just got to do until you get comfortable with it.
Oh.
To realize that the plane's not going to stall and fall out of the sky to the right here.
So let's talk about the aerodynamics a little bit. So vertical component in a bank turns into what kind of component of lift?
It's not exactly vertical, but it's horizontally, more horizontally than it is.
Yeah. So we have a vertical component that then turns into a part of a horizontal component when we're in a bank.
Right.
That's what actually turns us in the airplane.
Okay.
So with that horizontal component comes a reduction of vertical lift. And so when we're in a turn that's steep enough, we have to apply back pressure in order to maintain altitude.
Right.
To compensate for that reduction in vertical lift. When we go for steep turns, you'll want to be 45 degrees of bank, so it's that tick mark right between 30 and 60.
Okay.
So that one right there.
Okay. Alright, well, let's do this again. What do you say?
Alright. I try to shoot for a 30-degree bank, and we can intro you to that back pressure that would be necessary to hold altitude. You see that nose kind of drop a little bit into the ground?
That's going to
cause us to just. So we want to pull back. Just don't level out. Just pull that nose up. There you go, like that, and then apply a little bit of power. Try to keep that bank.
Oh, I went way past.
That's all right.
Hey, you make a turn way quicker that way, don't you?
Yeah, you do. Oh, there you go. Now you're holding altitude when you're in a bank. The tricky part is to separate bank from pulling that nose up or down.
Okay.
And you'll notice that the nose will go up towards the horizon.
Yeah.
Or it'll go down towards the ground. You'll feel those G's.
Right.
So if we want to maintain altitude, we'll just keep it roughly right about there, while keeping that bank in there. Alright, you want to do a right turn?
Okay. Alright. It's amazing how much faster we turn just then. Alright, here we go. Pull back a little bit.
I think you already had a good amount of power in there, so just keep it where.
Alright.
And then keep that 30 degrees of bank in there. There you go. So now the nose is a little too high, so we're climbing. Just small corrections over time. You can start to feel us speed up a little bit. That means we're descending.
Alright. Well, the sight picture is different going to the right than it is to the left.
Oh yeah, it is way different. So you kind of
Not quite there, am I?
Not quite. A little bit of right rudder. A little. There you go. That'll feel a lot better for the turn. Then we'll just keep that nose up.
Alright.
Just enough to keep the altitude there. There you go. That's a good sight picture right there. And whenever you're ready, just pull it out. So that's like a baby steep turn.
Yeah.
Because the difference between 30 and 45 degrees is actually quite a bit.
That is.
Not too bad. Good job, Jim.
Thanks. It's all about getting used to the plane and learning what it can do. And because clearly in the last lesson, I was still really babying the plane. And I guess that's because I'm going to break it or hurt it or something. I don't know what the deal is.
You're definitely not going to break this airplane. I can tell you that much.
Alright, well, let's...
Have you ever seen an airplane torn apart a bit?
Have you ever seen a plane do what?
Torn apart a little bit? Like when it's in the maintenance shop?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm just... Yes, I've seen it. Was I paying attention? Probably not.
Well, if you... I mean, I don't know if you noticed it, but the wing spars in these airplanes are the strongest component of the entire airplane.
Okay.
So that's like a solid, almost like structural piece of like, I don't know, inch steel that goes between the wings.
Okay.
And bolts roughly that big are holding it all together.
Alright.
So this thing can take quite a bit of stressor before it's actually going to tear apart.
Alright, well let's do that again.
Right.
Repetition, right?
Repetition is key.
There's your 15.
Let's go to 30.
You want to do a 30?
Yeah, let's go to 30. That'll tell you how much you need to pull up. See how the nose is like more in the ground than it is up towards the horizon?
Right.
There you go. So just pull it up. There's your 90 degrees.
I think that's so much faster. shot it a bit, didn't I?
Oh. A little bit. Try not to descend or climb this time. Just get that bank in there. Don't pull the nose up too much. Yeah, we're climbing. Starting to climb now a little bit. There you go. Get that 30 degrees of bank. A little bit of right rudder.
You can feel those G's, can't you?
Yeah, that means we're descending. So we want to pull up a little bit.
Got it? Got it.
There you go. But don't overcompensate. You want to find that sweet spot. So you want to do less than you did before, going down, and then try to find.
It's weird. I guess I was trying to keep the horizon, but it moved over here, then in the middle, the horizon did in that 30 degree. A while. Yeah, there's an airport. Graham? Is that Graham Clark?
That's far west Branson.
Oh, Branson West? Or further away than I thought. Okay. Let's get out of the sun. What do you say?
That sounds pretty good. There you go. So remember, back pressure. Get it in there early so you don't descend. There you go. That feels a lot better. And then start to get slow. So. So the tendency of new learners is to use bank to increase altitude, so they'll reduce bank, right? Because they notice they're getting low on altitude, and so they'll pull the bank out and then pull up. But really, you ought to just apply back pressure while keeping the same bank.
Good thing we have GPS, because I ain't been paying a lick of attention to where we are. So we got to be getting over Shell Knob area.
Yeah, I think that's about where we're getting to. If you can find far west Branson again, that's pretty much Branson West, so.
It's got to be way over there somewhere at this point. I looked long enough, I'd see a landmark. I think
Go back to 14. So 614.
I think today's lesson ought to be this: is just get used to not maybe in this plane so much.
Alright.
You could go back and tell your 20-year-old self something. I was really into aviation back then, but I was broke. I mean, I was a starving college kid, you know. And I would definitely tell him, you go get that, you go fly, you go do it.
Do whatever it takes, right?
Because I mean, I don't know how many tens of thousands of dollars I wasted on a college education for horticulture that I'm not using at all, never did. I could have used that same money in high school.
Yep.
And have been flying this whole time. Would have been a way better investment than what I ended up doing.
That's what I figured too. I never went to college, and I never wanted to go to college unless it was for like a STEM degree. Or something like actually, you know, that you would get a job and use with, like a technical college degree or something.
Right.
But then I found aviation, and I was like, you know what? I can see myself doing this for the rest of my life.
That's probably Branson West right in front of us, isn't it?
The big, so yeah, the off color and the big green.
Yeah.
You want to go land there?
I guess.
We could try to.
We're going to have to talk through that a little bit. I've been doing that. Sorry. I've been doing that in my head 100 times, 500 times, but it's different to actually do it. And I got to do it sometime. Andrew and I did one lesson where, towards the end of the lesson, I think we did 4 or 5 rounds. I was on controls with him for the first 3 or 4, however many we did. And the last time, I was going through it with him, and he was talking and everything. And next, we're down on the ground, and he looks over at me and he says, "I didn't touch that. You did that yourself." Yeah, don't do that to me.
Alright, so let's get the weather from Branson West.
Sky
That'll start it.
Broken at 5,500. Temperature 24 Celsius. Dew point 18 Celsius. Altimeter 3,007 inches of mercury. Remarks. Density altitude 280.
What do you say?
007.
300.
007. There you go.
Branson West Municipal Airport, Emerson Field.
Automated weather observation.
And what runway are they using?
05 Zulu. Wind variable at 5 knots.
Variable at 5.
11 knots. Visibility.
Alright. So it's a variable at 5, meaning we could probably just land straight in like we are, just set up for a long final. And make it easy on you. Yep.
Alright.
It's long enough runway, we got it.
Okay. So, let's walk through this so I can make sure my brain's right. We're going to start our descent, and when we hit the wide arc, we'll do the first set of flaps, and I guess I'm used to doing it in the pattern, but then we're going to drop down. We're going to try to get down to 80 for the second notch of flaps. I'm sorry, 70 for the second stop of flaps. I'm going to set a point on my windshield and stay with it until the spinner touches it, power out, move my viewpoint down a couple of strips.
I just go to the end of the runway. Once you're over the over the threshold, I spend a couple seconds, looking at the thousands after crossing the threshold, and then after that, I look to the end of the runway.
All right, and at that point, power's already out. When we cross the threshold, you want the power all the way out, and then when we look down the runway, we're going to when our spinner kind of lines up with that, then we're going to start the back pressure.
So let's go ahead and start our descent. Just a nice shallow descent. About 2,000 RPM should cut it. And the whole...
Let's go the other way.
2,000.
The other way.
We don't want to get higher. We want to get lower. Setting up for a 7-mile final 03 Branson West. So just kind of start our bank to line us up on the center.
I think I over-talked you there. I apologize for that.
Oh, that's fine. Got plenty of time. Doesn't sound like there's anyone else there. A little faster on the bank, because we don't want to overshoot it. We want to time our rate and radius of turn to line us up. That's good right there.
I'm going to control the nose of the plane with the rudders.
So your side-to-side movement like this is going to be largely dependent on your aileron, aileron usage, and your nose, your yaw usage to keep yourself straight with the runway is your feet. So just use your aileron to keep us on the center line. See how we're kind of left of center line right now? We want to get over to the right.
That's
so just kind of angle it into it. And then it'll kind of come over to the right, like this. It'll take a second because we're far out. And then it'll start to center, and then we'll bring it back.
Are we Oh, I see what you're doing. You're just lining it.
Now we do want to crab a little bit. Looks like our right wind, because our ground track, if we were to just go straight at it, would bring us left like it's now.
Alright, should we be slowing down at this point?
No, this is good. We're still a ways out. I'd probably bring the nose up just a little bit. Kind of keep this same sight picture right about here. Nice sight picture. Keep it on the center line. Crab is necessary to do that. And then the idea is to get to 30 degrees of flaps before short final. So, a little bit closer, we can start to introduce flaps. Remember to keep that same sight picture. Just walk it over. Don't let the nose fall too much because we don't want to descend into those trees, right?
Right. So Distance-wise, how far away from that?
We're about 2.8 miles.
Wow, looks closer than that.
Branson West traffic, Cessna 290 Lima, 2 mile final 03, Branson West. Alright, now we can start to slow it down a little bit, so bring the power to 1700, pitch. Alright, now we can introduce 10 degrees of flaps.
1, 2, 3.
I bring that power in just a little bit more because we're low. See that glide slope indicator there? We're about 3 red right now, so we want to come up a little bit. So pitch for airspeed, power for altitude. And then bring us over to the right a little bit. Alright, next notch of flaps can come in.
1, 2, 3.
Don't pitch up drastically too much, otherwise you'll get too slow.
Get used to that too. Maybe I'll do some slow flight practice.
There you go, let the nose come down a little bit. Alright. And then we need to come over to the right a little bit. Looks like it's starting to get a little bumpy. Alright, let the nose down. Bring the power out. Keep that power out. Alright, third notch of flaps now.
1, 2, 3.
Don't speed it up too much. You only put about 2. Let that nose down. Don't pick the nose up.
Oh, gosh.
Let the nose down. Let the nose down, Jim. There you go. Power out.
Power out.
There you go. Let the nose keep coming down. Bring that nose up. Nose up. There you go. That's the flare I want to see.
Okay.
All those zero
Branson
people.
West traffic. November 82990 Lima, holding short at 03 for departure.
Just a little tweak to that. Don't tell them you're holding short. Just tell them that you're departing.
Okay.
So that they know what you're doing. Because if you just tell them you're holding short, then they expect you to stay here.
Oh, okay. Airspeed's alive.
A little bit of right aileron.
40. 50. Offer up. Here we go. Not quite ready yet. There she comes.
Keep her coming up. There you go. A little bit of right rudder. Just a little bit. Alright, and keep that nose right on the horizon. A little bit of right rudder. Bring that level. Keep that nose up. Nose up. Right there. Hey, not too bad.
Turn right on 1700.
We go to 1900 before. Just so we're clearing obstacles. Alright.
That was better.
Alright, go ahead and make our right turn. A little bit of right runner.
We got pushed there. Gonna fly right over Shepherd to the Hills, aren't we?
Yeah. I've done electrical work for them before.
That's right. You did that in a previous life, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, I see the runway even. Look at that.
There you go.
How about that? Oh, where are we? What does it say? It's here somewhere. 12 miles.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you can see it. How about that?
Good visibility today.
Yeah.
Let's keep climbing till we're about 20, we'll say 3,000.
All the sun rays over there, isn't that pretty?
I saw one coming into the airport this morning. Normally where the buffalo are.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we saw that. We saw that too.
Gorgeous. Fred Star Cessna 290 Lima. We're about 10 miles to your northwest inbound full stop.
8290 Lima Branson, altimeter now 3009, report right base 14.
Report right base 14, Cessna 290 Lima.
Branson Tower, helicopter 5867 Hotel. We're over the Thunder Ridge Amphitheater at 1800 departing to the west and then headed north. Thanks for the help.
67 Hotel, for exchange approved. Good day.
Change approved, 67 Hotel.
And then we'll report a right base 14. So I don't know if he wants us to kind of shoot over to do a right base.
So how far out are we gonna go?
I wouldn't go very far out.
Yep, maybe.
Yeah.
Why not straight in?
We've got to comply with what he tells us.
No, I understand that. I'm just asking why. But why? What would be out there that would make him?
He might have someone that he's trying to get lined up to come in.
Oh, somebody maybe in the pattern, maybe.
Yeah.
That would make sense. A nice view of the dam over there on the right, aren't we?
Oh yeah.
Branson Bell sitting there. Oh, there's traffic. That's why I see him up there.
See him now. Good spot, Jim. Good job. Alright, we can start a shallow descent. Over power.
Oops, I don't know why I do that.
I think we'll just do like a caddy corner into the airport. Like we'll just angle it in and then call that a right base. Red Star 16 Lima, right base 14.
Branson Lima 14 quarter land.
14 clear land, 16 Lima. Alright, you can start lining us up for the final there. Bring out that power.
First notch.
Under 100. Make sure we're under 100. Right about there is good.
1, 2, 3. Oh, holding the nose.
Alright, next notch flaps. Start rolling it around for final. So, get that turn in there. Let the nose fall. Nope, nope. Do not pull the nose up.
Alright.
Don't get too slow and stall. And especially in a turn like that, you don't. Alright, a little more power. Pick the nose up just a little bit. Let's bring it over for center line. Alright, next notch of flaps. 1, 2, 3. There you go. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. There you go. Now let that nose fall just a little. Oh, don't try to death grip the stick. Just kind of guide it in there. She's not going to fall out the sky if you don't get too.
I'm more worried about controlling it when we hit the runway.
There you go. Keep this sight picture right here. Just like this. On the glide, so a little less power. Alright, go ahead and walk it out. Don't let the nose drop. Just kind of keep that same sight picture all the way down, and then start walking that nose up. Nice and slow. Nope, slower. Slower. Keep your hand on the throttle, one hand on the stick. A little bit of right rudder. There you go. Hey,